I'm Madeleine Hunter and I'm the set designer for the adding. 2007 I graduated from a degree in English and Theatre Studies, but during the degree I became far more interested in all the design and costume side of theatre. So after a brief 3-year break working in galleries, I did an MA at St Martin's in performance design, and since then I've been working as a freelance designer and art director for film. I most enjoy the variation, meeting completely different groups of people, working in different spaces. Theatre's become so broad now, it's kind of blurred the boundaries between performance, events, fashion. So I've been lucky to work in some very unusual spaces. Just love the whole process, from research, sketching to coming up with a realised design and seeing it on stage, which is really gives you a buzz. I approach each project differently depending on the scale. I mean, some projects I have 2 or 3 days to come up with something and make something, but in an ideal world I spend a lot of time researching and mood boards, sketches, lots of sourcing, and sort of I like to have a dialogue between the directors and producers in the design, because I think working with other people really informs my work as well. Working with interesting people, different scripts, coming up with something that's quite unique and different every time. Watching rehearsals I find gives you lots of ideas, so I'm really looking forward to that stage, which will be next week. I really like quite surreal, strange plays, so that really appealed to me. Having something that was realistic, but set in a kind of different parallel world. I like that it was based on the adding machine, but in a kind of contemporary context as well. Coming up with something that, I don't know, hasn't even been imagined yet as a result from rehearsals. Depending on the scale of a project, I either do all my storyboarding or visualising on the computer using CAD or Vectorworks. It's quite nice when production meetings happen and are documented to have a model box, because it just means that everybody involved can really visualise the set and imagine it, and then I think it's the only way you can see if it's actually going to work, because I think you have things in your head that seem to work, and then as soon as you put them in the space you think, oh, okay. And I think it's from that point, and maybe taking photos of the model box in all the different setups, you can really actually properly start designing and maybe altering what's there.